Woo! Don't you wish you were hearing that right now? Don't you wish Mother Nature would get back on her meds, get off these tantrums she's having, get off her whatever manic kind of behavior is going on in her mind and body, and give us some decent weather so we can get some racing in? Doggone right. Good evening, everyone. Darren with you, the very first last lap show of the 2022 season. And just no results to give tonight because there's not been any racing really going on. And it's just, it's ridiculous. This weather we've got going up and down and then backwards and forwards. And we'll go up 70 some degrees and then all of a sudden we'll come back down in the 40s. And you know what we're going through. It makes it impossible to have any racing going on, especially when, we need the rain. Yes, we do. I will concede that. But how about, here's a thought. Let's let it rain a little bit, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Give Thursday, Friday some time to clear off. That way we can get the racing in, on Thursday nights, so we can get racing on Friday nights, Saturday nights, so forth and so on. It's just not working that way. Anyway, we're still going to talk racing tonight because this is what we do on the Last Lap Show. This is the first show of the season, and this is going to be going every Monday night from now until August. I want to say 27th, 28th, somewhere in that range. Let me look at my little calendar here real quick, just to be sure. Get up to August 29th. See, if I'd have kept counting, I would have had it. So we're going to go all the way to August 29th. We'll have 2 Mondays that we don't have shows, barring something happens like to me or the equipment or whatever the case may be. We'll have 2 Mondays where we won't have shows. That is Memorial Day, of course. We never do a last lap show on Memorial Day. And then, of course, we won't have one on the 4th of July because the 4th of July falls on a Monday this year. So excluding those 2 Mondays, we are going to go every Monday, starting tonight, all the way through August 29th, just like we do every year. I want to say, first and foremost, a big thank you to all of our sponsors who are making the 2022 season of the Last Lap Show possible. I'm so glad to be doing this again. Big thank you to our new title sponsor, Platinum Construction and Demo, LLC. They came on board as our new title sponsor. Cannot thank them enough. Outstanding for you to do that. God bless you and appreciate greatly you're being behind the show. Then there's the Stumpy's trifecta, of course. We got Stumpy's Bar and Grill in Duncan. We got Stumpy's Party Buses, and we got Stump's Snow and Mow, the original Snow and Mow. Big thanks to my man Stumpy for using all 3 of his entities to make this show happen as well. And let's not forget Ryan Farrell and his great crew at Farrell's Auto Repair right here in Fort Dodge. Big thanks, Ryan, for jumping on board again this year, making our show a possibility also. And to Tim and Holly Mortensen in Camar, that fantastic track, Poplar Grove Speedway. Thank you so much to Tim and Holly. They have got, if you've never been to their go-kart track, boy, that's one of the best in the entire country. That's why they have some nationals there quite frequently. They are absolutely amazing, and they are once again a sponsor of the Last Lap Show this year. So big thank you to them. Also, the Webster County Fairgrounds and Event Center, always great things happening at the Webster County Fairgrounds. I understand there may be some motocross going on there this year. Looking into that to see if that's going to be the case. Maybe from time to time, maybe on a regular basis. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But a big thank you to Webster County Fairgrounds and Event Center. And we've got Zane and Scotty Racing being jumping on as our sponsors for the next couple of weeks here on the Last Lap Show as well. Big thanks to Zane and Scotty Racing. Appreciate you jumping on and making this show a possibility and being behind us as we do this as well. Now, like we do every year, we're going to give results when we get results from the tracks that are our sponsors. So if you know of a track that you're not hearing results from, results from, well, that's because they're not one of our sponsors. And I just don't see that it's fair for our track sponsors to be footing the bill for everybody else if they are going to chime in as well. It doesn't cost a lot to sponsor the show, believe me. It doesn't cost a lot at all. So if you want your track to be talked about, I'm glad to do it. I want to talk about as many tracks as I possibly can. I don't care what kind of racing it is. I don't care if it's demo and derbies, if it's figure eights, if it's straight up dirt track racing, if it's go-karts, if it's RC cars. I don't care if it's motocross. I don't care what it is. Whatever kind of racing you want to hear about, we will talk about right here on the Last Lap Show. I'll have guests from the different types of racing and be glad to talk about everything you want to hear about when it comes to racing. But you got to make sure that you get your favorite tracks promoters to jump on and be a sponsor for our Last Lap Show. Again, it doesn't cost very much. We're not trying to make $1 jillion out of this because that's not what we're going to do. We just want to make this show airable and possible. We're going to take this show on the road a few times. I know already talking to my buddy Stumpy. He's got plans for us to be at Stumpy's Bar and Grill and dunk them a few times. When we do that, we want to have as many drivers as are possible. And I know it's a Monday night. I know it's, starting at 6 o'clock, and you have to get off work at whatever time you do, and you got to rush and jump around to get things together to get to Stumpy's. But we'd like to have your cars out there if possible. Bring them out for everybody to see, because not everybody gets to see your car close up when they go watch you race or when they go to any track. So bring them out for everybody to see. A good chance for you to sell your T-shirts, and a good chance for you to, give out your picture cards and all that kind of stuff as well. So when we get to Stumpy's and any other place that wants to, jump on board and have us out for the show, we're glad to do that as well. I'll go on location, man, anywhere. If there's somebody in the Caribbean watching right now or listening right now, hey, bring us. I would love to go there. We'll have the last lap show there without a doubt. That would be a lot of fun. But again, if there's other places that want to have us out, just contact our studios, contact our front office, I should say, and they'll put you in touch with our marketing people, and we'll get that all hooked up for you. And again, it does not cost a lot. It's not like it's going to break you or the bank if you think that's what it's going to do. And if it's something you can't afford to do, that's cool too, man. We all have economic difficulties, so don't worry about it, man. Just sit back and enjoy what you can of this show. Coming up tonight, I also want to introduce here very, very soon, and he'll be on with me, the Tulip. That's right, Heath Tulp, number 850 this year. We're going to talk with the Tulip about his car, about his sponsors. Now, Tulip, you don't have to sign in yet, man. I'm not bringing you on for another 10 minutes or so. He's got himself in our green room already, and that's cool. You stay there. You just stay there. Yeah, he's laughing right now. I can see everything you're doing, brother. I put the beer cans down, and there you go. Anyway, we're going to talk with Heath coming up in a little bit, our very first guest here on the 2022 season of the Last Lap Show. We're going to talk about what the significance of that number 850. I had to message him this morning when he sent me a picture of his car and say, dude, is your number really 850? And he said, yeah. And he's going to tell you the significance as to why for this season. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what he's looking forward to as we get going into the season, if and when we get some racing underway. And he's going to just talk about, God knows what, because Heath knows, or we all know Heath. If you know Heath, he's a talker. I mean, so whatever he's going to talk about, he's going to talk about. We're going to have some fun with him. So make sure you stick around. He'll be on here in the next 10 minutes or so. Here's what I want you to do tonight. I am going to give away one of these tonight just to start off the 2022 Last Lap Show season. I am going to give to somebody one of my fabulous Morning Train with Darren t-shirts. This one's orange, as you can tell. This one is an extra large. Yeah, you can't just get these anywhere, huh? You have to look dumpsters far and wide to find these things. You'll know these are very, very soft, by the way. I love the soft t-shirts. That's why we have them made this way. But I'm going to give somebody, so everybody's going to get a chance, but somebody's going to win this one, this extra large, bright orange. That lighting doesn't do a whole lot of good if you're watching on our video streaming here, by the way. It doesn't really show how bright of orange it actually is. Of this Morning Train t-shirt, an extra large. And all I want you to do is comment if you're watching on our video stream, which, by the way, if you're watching through our Alpha 4 Dodge video stream, if you are, you know where to go. If you don't, go to our Facebook page, either Iowa's Favorite Country, K97 on Facebook, or my Darren on Air Facebook page. That's DARREN on AIR. Either one of those will get you to our video stream. It's just right there. You cannot miss it. And I want you to comment tonight. Now, local track. I'm not talking NASCAR. I'm not talking, far away, Knoxville or anything. No offense to them, but nothing like that. I'm just talking local tracks here in our central Iowa, north central Iowa area. I want to know who is your favorite driver. All right. Give me the number, give me the name, give me the main track that driver does drive at. All right. That's what I want you to put in your comments tonight. So go ahead and comment. And at the end of the night, I'm going to randomly, because I use a random number generator, they're called, randomly pick somebody who's going to win this extra large orange Morning Train with Darren t-shirt. If you don't know what the Morning Train is, that's my morning gig that I do every single day, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Speaking of, let me just go ahead and throw out a little plug for this on the Morning Train tomorrow. If you have not got your tickets to Crash My Crater, coming up in Manson, June the 25th, going to be a fabulous time, 150th anniversary and celebration of the city of Manson. And Crash My Crater is always a big deal. My man Jesse and his team up at the Shoreside Pub and Grub, they do a fabulous job getting excellent artists to come out and perform. Of I get the honor once again this year. Thank you, Jesse, of MCing, being the MC for the gig. And my man, can't wait to see him. I haven't seen him in a couple of years because of COVID. Can't wait to see him. But my man, Chris Jansen, is going to be on the morning show tomorrow, talking with us at about 9:15. He's going to talk about Crash My Crater. He's going to talk about his new album, new album out called All In. He's got a new summer song that he's featuring. This thing's already big. It's a great tune called Keys to the Country. I mean, just amazing, amazing stuff. So we're going to talk with CJ tomorrow at about 9:15 right here on the morning train. So you make sure you're right here with me so you can have some fun while we talk with CJ. Chris Jansen tomorrow is going to be headlining again at Crash My Crater coming up June 25th. If you've not got your tickets, get them. Go to Crash My Crater 2022.eventbrite.com. That's Crash My Crater 2022.eventbrite.com. I know they're capping the number of attendees at 3,000. And I know talking with Jesse, my man at Shoreside, they're getting closer. So you don't want to miss out. If you've never seen a Chris Jansen stage performance, I promise you, he is one of the best in country music at stage performance, not to mention his music is fabulous, of course. Who can't and doesn't sing along with Buy Me a Boat? Everybody knows that song. If you're a country fan, everybody sings along with it, not to mention his other great hits like Done and Good Vibes and Drunk Girl and Fix a Drink. And I could go on and on and on because he's got a lot of great hits. He's a great artist. So, and that guy, you will see him all over the stage playing so many instruments. It's crazy what this guy can do. So you make sure you get your tickets again, crashmycrater2022.eventbrite.com. It's Chris Jansen going to be on the morning train with me tomorrow at about 9:15. Now, go ahead and comment again for the chance at this morning train with Darren t-shirt, orange in color, size extra large. Again, I want to know local-wise, your favorite driver, their car number, what track they drive at. All right? Can you put those three elements in for me? Because it's those three elements that I'm going to use to qualify who's going to be our finalist to get this t-shirt. So make sure you do that. We're at 22 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock right now. We are still a little cloudy out here, and temperature-wise, I don't know because I don't have my National Weather Service thing up. So let me grab my phone real quick, and I'll tell you what the temperature is. Doggone it. This is how we improvise when we do the live thing. We're at 43 degrees right now, right here in Fort Dodge. I'm going to take a break and get some of our sponsors in. Again, a big thanks to each and every one of them. We're going to come back, and we're going to talk a little more, chat a little more, try and find something more to talk about when it comes to racing. And then the Tulip. That's right. Heath Tulp is going to be on with me. He's our guest tonight. You make sure you stick around. The best show about racing anywhere in broadcasting. It's the Last Lap Show. It's only right here on Iowa's favorite country, K97. Stay with me.
Iowa's favorite country, J97. This is even worse than the last time.
We're about 27 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock, still sitting at 43 degrees right here in Fort Dodge. Now, again, I want you to comment if you're watching on our Alpha Fort Dodge video stream. If you're watching the last lap show tonight, I want you to comment your favorite driver, local-wise, totally local, your favorite driver, their car number, and what track they primarily race at. Now, I know a lot of drivers race at a lot of different tracks, obviously, but I want to know just primarily what's their main track, all right? Go ahead and comment. And again, somebody going to get this bad boy. That's right, Morning Train with Darren, bright orange. This video doesn't do justice for how bright it is. It's like neon. It is neon. And you can see, hey, look at that. You can see that just dancing across, and you can have me right across your chest. How about that, huh? See if I can get this thing to work right with the video. This thing is so difficult. See this right here? This is my face, right wherever you see it, right somewhere. Get my finger in there. There, way over there. Can't see when I'm blocked. There we go. That's my face. Anyway. That's the logo for the Morning Train. Everybody's pulling their answers back. I don't want that thing. It's got his face on it. Anyway, again, go ahead and comment your favorite driver locally, their car number, where they're primarily raced. So let me get some of these comments in here real quick. My man, Adam Grimm, Darren on a Monday. Hey, why are you photographing this, Adam? Come on, dude. You should be doing this, taking pictures of all this for me. And knowing you probably are. Hey, get pictures of this. This is me getting the readers on because, age sets in. You got to kind of do these things sometimes. Kim Bearley. Hey, congratulations, Kim Bearley. She had just had a baby. God love her. And congratulations to mama and baby, both doing great. So God bless you both. That's fantastic. Peggy, my cousin. Hey, Peggy Norham. Good to see you, Peggy Norham. Sorry. Forgot you've been married for about 40 years. Good to see you, cousin. Love you and miss you. Let's get on to Todd. Hi, keep up the good work. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate you being on with me, man. That's great. Kneebone, hello, how you doing, Kneebone? Good to hear from you. Kimberly, again, it's gloomy here in Mason City. Yeah, it's gloomy here in Fort Dodge too, hon, but you're in a nice, safe hospital. That's great with your new little bundle of joy and your new little package. That's cool. Eric, Kneebone says Jeff Lyon and Andy Lunker, Lundquist, and Andy. There you go. So there's his. Drake Russell, yeah, then it's mine if it's Orange and XL. Duh. I was up in Renwick over the weekend at my granddaughter's birthday. Where do you think I stole this from? I needed something to give away. So yeah, you're missing one now. Kneebone, that's not going to fit big people. Do you think? Kneebone, that's why they make them in sizes. Not one size fits all. That's why this is an XL. Let's see. Vicky says Danny Ayers 4D Webster City track. That'd be Hamilton County Speedway. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Kim Barely says Algona is our favorite track. No favorite driver? Really? No favorite driver up at Kasuth County Speedway? Taylor Elliott. Yeah, you know it. Mallory, or is it Ort? Am I reading that right? Taylor says Taylor Elliott, T16 out of Hamilton County Speedway. Good call there. Jody says 5R Justin Raymond and Jacob Tackney. Is that right? From Algona. Let's see. Drake, 14. Couldn't figure out who you pick. Because you're his crew chief. Anyway, it's Chad Palmer, of course. Heath Tulp, there you go. Brian Whipple says Heath Tulp. He'll be on here in just a couple of minutes. Ryan Coughlin, Team 76, Hollywood, Webster City late model. You got that right. Jason Haney's a fabulous driver. Drake Russell, Algona, and Britt. Yeah, we know that. Britt Mason City, says Brian. That's where the Tulip races, and we're going to talk to him in a couple of minutes. Yeah, he just keeps shaking his head every time I say the Tulip. Dude, you need to put a big tulip on the hood of your car or tattoo one on your backside. Take your pick. You got a choice. Amy says, watching in Minnesota, good. Looking forward to Kasuth County Speedway starting Thursday. Let's hope that the weather cooperates, Amy, and that's able to get in for you because we need to get some racing going. Scott says, Chad Palmer, number 14, Hancock County Speedway. I'm actually wearing one of Chad's hoodies tonight. See that? It's really... That's all I had. So that's why I am. But not that I'm a fan. It's just all I had. Just kidding, Chad. Jeremiah Reed, 9J Fort Dodge. There you go from Kneebone. Good call. Let's see. Doug says all of them that race at Sports Park Raceway and Hamilton County Speedway have some good driving going on there. Isn't there both tracks? Amy says Chad Palmer's my favorite driver. Yeah, Chad's a good guy all the way around. But he's only good because of Coco, Courtney. All right. That's what makes him good. He'll admit that. But no, I'm just kidding. Chad's a great driver, great family. Jeremy says 75 Ari Prothman from Algona. There you go. Another great driver. Brian Whipple, the new 850 IMCA stock car. Heath the Tulip Tulp. See, everybody's calling you the Tulip. This started last year, Tulip. I don't know why you're fighting it. It doesn't make any sense to fight it, so don't. All going to be rained out again this week. Yeah, it's kind of looking like it. You know, National Weather Service is saying that this could be a very stormy, severe stormy kind of a week. All the way down from Oklahoma up to mid parts of Iowa, somewhere in that range. So we'll have to wait and see. Tammy says my driver isn't a regular locally due to the rain, but Spencer Dirks, number 29 from Davenport Raceway, is racing Friday night in Fort Dodge. How cool! Fantastic. Let's see who else do we got here. Jeff Lyon. Jeff, you got another favorite driver besides yourself? He says, of course, Landon Lyon, 59 SQ from Hamilton County Speedway, Webster County Speedway. There you go. Very good. Very good. Lunker. This is number 15, Tyler Crimmins, tuner at Sports Park. Good call. Ryan Coughlin says Taylor Coughlin, Poplar Grove Speedway, go-kart 4T. That's awesome. Let's see who else. We got a lot of great ones here. Ryan also says Zachary Coughlin, White Fox Speedway RC car 4Z. I love that. My man Mike Henley's got that going absolutely exceptional. Alyssa says, my man, the Terminator, Mark Elliott, number 12, Hamilton County Speedway. Yeah, I don't know if they come a whole lot better than that. I'm biased because we've been buddies since elementary school, but yeah, he's quite the driver. Ryan Coughlin. Ryan says Roger, number 18, Sportsman. Roger's a legend. That's what he is. Let's see. McCain says Austin Wolf, the number 72, Algona, his primary track. Very good. Dan, my boy, the Renegade, Reed Keller, number 19 from Webster City. Good call. Reed's he's a good driver, man. He's a hard driver. He knows how to get in there and make it happen. Let's see. Karen says rain can go away for a while. I totally agree, Karen. Heather says number 19, Renegade, Reed Keller as well. Hamilton County Speedway. Good call. You got some fans out there, Reed. That's cool. Tanner Boyd says Langs. Let's see who else do we got here. Calvin Lang. That's who we meant to say. Perfect. Langs. Jade Lang. Oh, all the Langs. Yeah, there you go. Taylor Lang. We got another one in there. Oh. Let's see. Brian says, I bet Heath is wearing a Chad Palmer shirt. Hello, that or one of his shirts. Any bats? Great job, Darren. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just saw the Tulip on Saturday, and guess what he had on? Sadly, nothing, which kind of made us all sick, but that was a whole nother story. No, actually, he had on one of Chad Palmer's t-shirts. Anyway, I got a lot of great comments going on here. Boy, that's fantastic. Keep them coming. Again, I want to know driver, local driver. Even if, the one, who was it? Tammy said her favorite driver is from Davenport. Cool. He's racing Fort Dodge this Friday if he's able to get that racing in. So that's cool. We'll go with that. Local driver, number, and their main track. And I know they run a lot of tracks, but their main track. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, the Tulip, he's sitting in the green room. He's growing in the green room. How about that? It's going to be, don't do that. Put the shirt down, man. Anyway, he's going to be on with us in just a couple of seconds. You stay right here on the best show about racing anywhere. It's the Last Lap Show, and it's only on K97.
Ohio's favorite country hotel. You'll got that right now.
20 minutes left on the very first last lap show of the 2022 season. Let's bring him in, the Tulip. There he is, Heath Tulp. What's up, Heath? How you doing, man?
Well, I'm just listening to all the trash talking that you're doing on me.
You make it so easy, man.
Well, you're gonna make it easy for me too.
Hey, if I can't give it, or if I can't take it, I can't give it, right? So you
That's
lay it
true.
on as thick as you want to, my brother. Hey, good to have you on. I do want to set, on a serious note, set the tone a little bit here. Big thanks to Heath, because I literally asked him last minute on Saturday when I happened to run into him on Saturday. Hey, dude, can you possibly be a guest on Monday? And he didn't even hesitate. He's like, yeah, man, what time? So I do appreciate it. All the grief I give you and all the crap I give you. And look at how many other people chimed in on the comments, giving you grief as well, man. You just bring it upon yourself. That's what you do.
Well, it is what it is.
That's how you get through life, right?
I try to.
Hey, buddy, let's talk about the upcoming season. Now, there hasn't been really hardly any racing going on. Mother Nature has not been cooperative in the slightest. This is one of those seasons where races are actually scheduled in April, but here we are already at May 2nd, nothing really happening. We're just going to kind of have to wait it out and see what's going on. But once you're able to get that new car on the track with the new number 4 this year, just give me a few things that you're looking forward to as we get going down the road. Because even if we get started in the next couple of weeks, we still got like a whole summer of racing to go. And yes, it's going to go by fast, but we got a lot of racing yet ahead of us. So give me some things that you're looking forward to when you get the car on the track coming up here very soon.
Man, I really just hope that we're competitive, to be honest with you. I mean, if we can start off, how we ended last year in Britt, if we can go out and be comfortable with the car, I mean, I'd be happy with that. If we can be competitive in the top 3 every night, that'd be great. But we we just got the motor on Saturday, and we were literally in the midst of putting it in when I had to leave and come to Baby Jay's birthday party.
Right.
So showed up all dirty and everything for that, but no, we got that in, and after I get off with you, we're gonna put the gear and drive shaft in, and I might set it on the scales and see what it looks like. But I'm just really looking forward to this year. We got a new promoter in Britt, and he's done wonders in Spencer and Alta, and a lot of the Fair Board members that I know have talked him up pretty good. So really looking forward to some of the changes that they're going to do in Britt. We're hoping if good old Mother Nature allows, hoping to try Mason City this weekend and see what we can do, kind of shake down the car and see where we're sitting at, and if we got to do some major changes, or if we're close enough to be competitive, then we'll have to see what we can do.
Heath, now for anybody who's listening and watching, maybe they're not familiar with the number, especially the number 850. Okay, that's a brand new thing that we'll get into in just a minute here. But maybe they're not familiar with Heath Tulp as a driver. Let them know some of the tracks that you mainly drive at. What areas do you travel to? Because I know better than I do that it gets costly to go to too many tracks. But man, you want to get that car out there, right? Yeah,
we went to Marshalltown a few times last year just because, gas prices and everything were still pretty reasonable. And they have probably one of the best tracks around. I mean, competition wise, the raciness of the track and everything, and they've really kind of put themselves at the top. So we went there and we had a great time. We just really didn't have our car to the point to where we could be competitive, but we've gone to Boone, we've raced Britt. I mean, heck, that's 10 miles away from my house, so it's really hard not to do that. Don't mind Dad in the background; he's coughing.
I do that all the time.
But Mason City, we raced full time to Mason City. I mean, that was kind of my home track for many years. And then about 2015, we just kind of drifted away. And they went USRA, and we didn't really have anything that we thought we could be competitive with. So we actually quit racing there for probably 5-6 years, and went back last year and raced 3 to 4 times, and actually were competitive. So they shortened the track up a little bit, so that helped a lot with us running our full IMCA stuff, and a lot of guys running their USRA stuff with 4 barrels and stuff. But Algona, I love Algona. Dad hates Algona, but that's kind of our kind of general area of where we're going. So
and you do great, man. And I give you a lot of grief, but I know drivers from the tracks that you run at, and I honestly, I've never heard a bad word about Heath Tulp.
I doubt that.
No, I'm dead serious, man. Drake Russell. Drake talks bad about everybody.
Well, nobody cares about Drake, so.
Well, see, right. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by nobody. Nobody's talking. I have not heard a bad word about you. Usually what I've heard about you is you're competitive. You run hard. You like to be in the thick of things, but you're going to run a clean race. You're going to run it like you're supposed to run. And can you get any greater accolades than that? I mean, if you got fellow drivers saying he's a clean driver, well, holy smoke, that's pretty much saying it all right there. It says a lot about your character. So kudos to you and all the tracks that you do run. I hope you're able to get out to as many of those as possible. I hope that you're able to get to Mason City this weekend. Dude, I had a lot of ads to run this hour. I gotta take one more break. When we come back, I want to get into the 850 number, and then I'm going to give you time to kind of gather your sponsors together, because without them, you would not be on the track. You know that better than I do. So we're going to take a break. Heath Tulp, the Tulip, he is on as our guest tonight on the Last Lap Show, the very first one of the season. Back with more right here on K97. Stay with us.
Morning Train with Darren. It's the best ride of the day. Iowa's favorite country, K97.
The morning train with moi. It is the best ride of the day, trust me. And you want to be on it tomorrow because, like I said, Chris Jansen going to be on tomorrow. He's going to be headlining up at Manson, Crash My Creator. Be good to see CJ again, and definitely tomorrow. Let's get back to talking here on the Last Lap Show with the man of the night, Mr. Heath Tulp. And Heath, now you surprised me when you sent me the picture of the car. I had to message you and say, "Is 850 really your number?" And you messaged back and said, "Yeah, this season it's my number." And you said there's a significant reason why. So let's fill everybody in, because when they see you going around the track, if they're looking for your old number, they are not going to find your car.
No, they're not. There's more of a backstory to it than what it is. But I got into racing at a young age. My dad used to flag at Wright County Speedway. I used to go there when I was 3 to 4 years old, and I mean, I can almost tell you every single night what happened, and that kind of just stuck with me. When Wright County Speedway quit, and then Britt opened up in '95, we kind of got out of racing for a while. And Dad got a plumbing job up in Mason City at Payne Plumbing and Heating. And one night he came home and he said, "Hey, I'm working with a guy that races stock cars." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And he goes, "I'm going to start helping him." And so Dad started going on Sundays and helping him, and he kind of made me mad because I wanted to go too. But so it came down to it. Dad invited me to the races. He goes, "You want to go to the races tonight?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I want to go. I want to watch this guy race." And we got there in Mason and watched everything, and he ended up winning that night. And went down, took a picture, went down to the pits afterwards. I was kind of standing there all awkward and, just being by Dad. And Craig Gray looked at me and said, "Hey, you want to sit in my car?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I really do." And I sat in his car and just sat there for probably 10, 15 minutes, just smelling the race fumes and everything, and just kind of soaking it all in. And then I was pretty much ready to make my decision on if I wanted to race or not. And so it took a few years after that, and we got a chance with a Legends car, and I didn't have no equipment. So Dad called Craig up and said, "Hey, can we borrow your helmet and suit and everything?" And he goes, "Yeah, no problem. Just come up and get it." So we did that. A few years later, we have our own car, and we had no clue. We had not a clue about anything about racing, setup, scaling, anything. And Craig just said, "Hey, call me up. I will help you. I will get it scaled up for you, whatever you guys need." So he came down. He's volunteered many years, all through our hobby stock years. He's helped us win a lot of races, never asked for anything in return. And, we've always had 50, and I thought, NASCAR was doing these throwback cars, and I always thought they were cool. And so I said, "Hey, why don't we do a throwback to Craig Gray?" And I still think to this day, he is the greatest stock car driver in Iowa. So the night we got it wrapped, and his wife was in it, his daughter was in it. They knew everything about it, and he was the only one that had no clue. And I mean, he's come down here before, but it was like, "Oh, we're getting the car wrapped tonight. Why don't you come on down?" And so Dad took him out to eat, and when they came back, I mean, the guys at Demon Decals, they had it wrapped in 45 minutes, and so we sat around and had a few beers and waited for them to come back. And I told his wife, Stacy, I said, "The only thing I want him to do is cry. That's all I want." And so he walked in, he just looked at us, he goes, "You guys are freaking crazy." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "You didn't have to do that." I'm like, "No, Craig, you've helped us out a lot, and you've asked for nothing in return. And this is my way of saying thank you for all the years that you've helped us. And and everything you've done for the sport, really. The guy's he's had so many tricks up his sleeves. He's helped a lot of people out. And this was kind of my way of saying thank you for all the years that he's helped us, and he was just happy to help. So this is and another reason is he had an old T-shirt, and my mom always wore it, and it got to the point that it needed to be thrown away. So she liked it a lot, and Dad and Mom and Craig and Stacy, they were really good friends, and this was kind of my way of showing them appreciation.
That's very cool, man. That is very, very cool. And that shows, again, it goes back to character, and it goes back to you as a classy person. You didn't forget where you came from. You didn't forget who helped you get where you're at. And I mean, that says a lot, dude. It really does. I know you're getting a little emotional from it, and understandably so. That's cool, man. That shows how much it means to you. So when you're watching, when you're out at the tracks that Heath is running this year, and you're looking for his number 50 and so forth, just look for the 850. That's what you want to see, because that's a car that's going to be running all season long with that number on it. Way cool, man. You didn't tell me the story when I asked, and I'm glad you didn't, because I wanted to hear it just like everybody else did. And that's neat. Kudos to you, and kudos to him as well, man, for his contributions, not only to your race team over the years, but as you said, what he's done for the sport of racing here in Iowa, dirt track wise, and just racing in general. So kudos to him as well.
Yeah, but I have to down him a little bit, because back in 2012 he became the flag man. And, he black flagged me one night in Mason City. cost me a win. But
that just shows no bias, man. No bias.
That's for sure. And he scaled the damn car earlier that year. And it's like, hey, dude. I was like, no, it's no, that's under the bridge. But no, he's always been a heck of a guy, and I've always loved watching him race. And Dad's already said, he goes, from here on out we're gonna run the 850, but we'll see if that sticks or not. So
that's still way cool, even if you only run it for the season, brother. That's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like extremely deserving in spite of the black flag.
Yeah, well, despite of it, I mean, it didn't cost me the championship or anything, but if it did, I know where he lives. So
whole different story, right?
Yeah.
Hey, bud, let's talk about your sponsors, because again, as a driver, better than I do, without these businesses, these companies, these individuals, you would not be on the track like you are. So let's hit your sponsors.
Yeah, I got a lot of great sponsors, and I didn't do a great job this year going around and asking sponsors. Had a lot of things on our minds, but just starting at the top, I got my list here, so that way I don't forget anybody. But obviously my dad, HK Plumbing, without him, we would never be here. I wouldn't be able to do this and actually have a family. We always say that it's a family sport, and it really is. And if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, or we wouldn't be where we're at today. So I got to thank Dad. Schoeneman Realtors. They always have my hood, but this year we did something a little special, and they were okay with me taking them off the hood and put them on the visor, which that was technically where Dad's was. And he said, if you want the sponsor, or if you want that spot, you got to give me your credit card at the beginning of the year, and I'll give it to you back at the end of the year. So they were great, and I thank Kyle and Matt and all of the Schoenemans for doing that for me. Smoking Whips Barbecue, which would be Brian. He's helped us out for many years. I can't thank him enough. Him and Kathy's Photos, Mike Ewing Funeral Homes, Apple Valley Assisted Living in Clear Lake, Cletus, Kurt Moore. He's the man. I've always said it, always will. Mojo Productions and Britt, HRT General Repair. My uncle, he's helped us out a lot. Everett Farms, Bev Everett, Bucks Recycling, here in Belmont, they've helped us out. Gryman Construction in Garner, Plum Supply in Mason City, Cleaning Solutions Vents in Garner, MPB Construction, my buddy Marcus, MT Shearing, Ross Snow Removal, Brit Bar and Grill. I've always said that if you like wings, you got to go to Brit Bar and Grill because they have the best wings. Stout 5 Incorporated, John and Heather Matthias, Jerry's Place here in Belmont, Johnson Farms, my buddy Mark and Michaela, they're getting married this year. I don't know what Michaela's season marked, but best thing that ever happened to him, to be honest with you. So True Value here in Belmont, they've always done good for us. Darren Install, Jamie Duran, he came on last year and is a big help. Ben Buckner, he came on this year. He just kind of approached me and asked to sponsor, and you never turn down sponsorship. So I got to thank him for coming on board. And Lindsay Warden, she takes all my sponsorship checks and puts them in the bank. So she came on a couple of years ago and asked if I was racing. I said, yeah. And she goes, well, I'd like to sponsor. So it's it's a small town living and just small town people that just kind of make all this go around. So, without my sponsors and my dad, my brothers, my crew, my family, my friends, everybody, all the fans out there. I mean, if we didn't have fans in the stands, and like I said, back in 2020, when we didn't have fans for a couple weeks, that sucked. It sucked big time. And I'm really glad that we can have fans back, and it's no fun winning with no fans in the stands. So I'm happy for the fans, everybody. I can't thank these guys enough. So
absolutely. And of course, I've said this many, many times, Heath, and you know it again better than I do. There isn't a single sponsor that you listed that's not going to put their name behind you if they didn't respect you and know you have character and class to be behind that wheel. So good list of sponsors there, good list of people that support your race team, and God bless each and every one of them. Brother, I appreciate you taking the time. I'm going to get you on later this season as well once we get into it, because I want to hear how you're doing from you directly.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some more fun. We'll rip on you like we always do. And I'll just make sure I
was going to say that picture on your T-shirt that you're giving away actually looks a heck of a lot better than what you actually do in real life.
Look at how much younger that thing looks, man. I wish I could get a good view of that.
That was like you back in the 20s.
Are you kidding? That was me in high school. I had a goatee in high school even. That's what it was. That was preschool right there.
I'm not going to lie. I keep telling you we're going to have a beer together, but I was really hoping Drake was going to have some beers at Jeffrey's party, but he didn't have them. So next year for Jeffrey's second birthday, we're having beers.
All right. And
we'll that, okay?
We'll keep Drake out. That'll make it even easier. There you go.
Perfect.
Brother, you have a great night. I'll get you back on later this season. But again, I appreciate you stepping in last minute. And
no problem.
Good luck, man. Let's get you to Mason City this weekend, bud. Let's make it
happen. I hope so. Thanks, Darren. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Heath. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye. Heath Tulp, I do, we rip on each other a lot. We have a lot of fun. That's what makes it fun. That's what friends can do. And I really do have a lot of respect for the man, like him a lot. He's a lot of fun. God bless him. He does a great job. And again, a big thanks to him and his entire race team and the sponsor family for stepping in last minute and being on the show with me tonight. Don't forget, coming up next week. Well, I shouldn't say don't forget because I haven't told you yet. Next week on the Last Lap show, starting at 6 o'clock Monday night, right here on K97, Chad Palmer, the driver of the number 14 Stock Car, is going to be our guest. So get ready as we have Chad Palmer on next week. Looking forward to that. And don't forget, coming up tomorrow on the morning train, my morning gig, Chris Jansen. He's going to be headlining at Crash My Crater coming up June 25th. CJ going to be on with me tomorrow at about 9:15ish. You make sure you're with me on the morning train as well. As we close out again, I want to say a big thanks to all of our sponsors that make this Last Lap show a possibility every week. Our brand new title sponsor, Platinum Construction and Demo. Big thank you to them for becoming our title sponsor. and making this show a possibility. As I call them, the Stumpy's trifecta: Stumpy's Bar and Grill in Duncombe, Stumpy's Party Buses, and Stump's Snow and Mow, the original Snow and Mow. Big thanks to my buddy Stumpy and all his entities as well. Ryan Farrell at Farrell's Auto Repair. Big thanks to Ryan, again, making this happen. And Holly and Tim Mortensen at a fantastic go-kart track, one of the best in the nation, Poplar Grove Speedway in Camera. Big thanks to Holly and Tim and their entire team there as well. The Webster County Fairgrounds and Event Center, of course, always great things happening at the Webster County Fairgrounds. And Zane and Scotty Racing, big thanks to them for being on with us as our sponsor tonight. And I think they're going to be on in a couple of weeks as well. So big thank you to them. And of course to you, every one of you who tuned in tonight. Thank you so much for being on with me through the airwaves, through our audio streams, and right here on our video stream as well. Couldn't do this show without you. There would be no reason to do it if you weren't with me. So big thank you to you. And everybody who commented, yes, I'm going to be randomly selecting a winner for the Morning Train with Darren t-shirt here very soon. I will post it on our Iowa's Favorite Country K97 Facebook page. So get ready to see who gets to sport this beautiful orange thing, right? I can't wear, I got red hair. That's why I'm giving it away. I can't wear orange. I look like I should have a candle in my mouth and be on somebody's porch. All right. I mean, it just, it doesn't work. I look like a big fat pumpkin. Anyway, again, we'll post the winner of that coming up in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Do not forget, I need you to have a great rest of your night. I do need you to be safe. And it's because I need you with me tomorrow morning on the Morning Train. Without you, I am just a guy that rides that rail all alone. And believe me when I say that is never any fun. Please remember to always dream as if you'll live forever and live as if you'll die today. God bless each and every one of you. Have a good night.
Iowa's Favorite Country, K97, KIAQ, Clarion, Fort Dodge, and Alpha Media Station.